Alright, so it looks a little different today. I started grading it out a little bit. I got those old posts and boards out. Trying to, I've got this trenched a little bit so water will run out. I dug this down a couple feet and I filled it back up with shale so it's not just sand underneath there where the skid loader comes a lot. Kind of hoping to pour a pad out here, out to here where the skid loader turns, and I want to, have the cement sloped a little bit. And then eventually I want to pour a pad over here. Well, I'd like to pour this whole thing into a pad if I can, but if nothing else, it'd be nice to at least pour a pad off that over, big enough to feed on when it's muddy. And I might end up getting all those bales moved and that pile of dirt moved, and I might just take this straight over to that other fence on the other side of the bales, back around, get that dirt all moved, and then I might just plant, get some grass growing in there so there's a root inside that, in the ground there, and it'll hold up a little bit better in the spring. But I was getting this all graded out, and then I got rained out, so it doesn't back grade very well when it's muddy. So I stopped working on this for a while, and then I worked out here where the lane is. A lot of this dirt I scraped off and I put on the other side here. I'm trying to build up where the cows walk out a lot, and then I show you guys. So I'm trying to build that up. I need to get this stuff all cleaned out a little bit more. See, eventually here the corner post will be here, so they'll have from here to there to walk in for their water and go back out. But I'm starting to build this all up so it's higher. I had to add more here yet, but I'm probably going to run a poly wire off the corner of the shed around that post to that post, and then it's actually getting pretty firm already after the rain. But I trenched this a little bit here because the water runs off the hill and then it runs across the horse's pasture here, and it would always pool up in here, so I kind of trenched this and I put a drain tile underneath here, and then I built up some shale, and then there's where it comes out. I need to do more work there, but I want to run a poly wire around here too and get it, so I'm going to bring a rake out here and work on that better and try and get some oats and stuff planted in there so there's a sod in there. And then poly wire here so the cows can't get to it. And then I'm gonna, run the poly wire off the shed around those two posts, put a couple more posts here, and then I'm probably just gonna shoot back over to the horse fence here just to keep the cows away from this. Hopefully this winter I'm gonna burn that pile, I'm hoping. I hate burning fires or whatever, but hopefully I can get that pile burnt and get that mess all cleaned up eventually here, and that's probably gonna get added into the horse pasture once it's all done. But I took dirt out of there and then I put up here trying to raise this up. I'm probably gonna get the bale ring moved, creep feeder moved, move the brush and the mineral thing into the cow lot. And then I might get the field cultivator dug out and go through and try and level this and get the mulch out here and level it the best I can and get something growing in here so it's not just a muddy mess. But I started building that up. Let's see, the wire's going to be about here, so I'm going to build that all up with, with dirt or whatever, and then put shale over top. And then eventually there'll probably be a corner post over in here somewhere. I'm trying to make it so the alleyway isn't very big, so the cows don't sit and linger in it or loiter in it. But I'm probably gonna get this whole pile moved here eventually, and then I'm gonna just tie into this fence off the cows where the cowlet is, bring it all the way over eventually. One step at a time here. But yeah, so that's what I was doing yesterday. Let me see, I want to try and get this smoothed out better. I'll probably bring that rake out here and work on it by hand a little bit now, and I need to go get some oat seed, and get some grass seed and try and get it so there's grass growing in there, so, and keep the cows out of it. And then do the same over here, because it's, I don't know if you guys can see here, water runs off that hill right down through here. So hopefully this should help. And I'll probably build this up with shale a little bit more, but I wanted this to pack down a little bit first. I didn't want to crush that drain pipe any more than I had to. So, and yeah, and then I'm just trying to build this up here so it's mounted more, so no water running off there will run into here. Trying to keep as much water out of here as possible. You know, the bull is out with cows, and he's out a month earlier, so we're looking at starting to calve in February, so hopefully the calves can be on the ground before the mud. And then hopefully I don't have the problems that I had this last year. I mean, I've had problems with calving early in the mud. I've had problems with calving late and then the flies and the heat. So it's one of those things that's, I don't know. I think we're just going to calve in the winter this time and see. I might try to get them pushed all the way up for fall calving. I don't know. But this is what she looks like now after getting those boards out of here. And that's closed off. I need to, once the bulls are gone, get the shed cleaned out. And I'm probably going to put a treated 2x4 along the bottom of the whole shed. And then get the shale built up more on the inside there, because where the bulls go in and out, that's always lower right there. So I need to get that built up. And once the shale, I mean, like right now, it's almost rock hard. You know, almost like concrete, not quite. But if you can get it where it doesn't have rain on it or water on it, it gets hard as a rock. So if I can get this all cleaned out, built up more, and then like this stuff underneath the roof, I mean, it's so hard right now the water won't even soak in. So if I can get it built up more so the water doesn't run in off the outside, that should improve it. And then add these last 24 feet on, and then I'm going to pour cement on the outside. I'd like to at least pour this pad this year where the skid loader turns a lot, because otherwise you get ruts so quick from when it gets muddy. So yeah, that's what she's looking like after yesterday. I did a lot of it in the rain, which it wasn't a heavy rain. We could use another shot of it, but yeah, anyways, so that's where I'm at so far. It's getting there, one step at a time. Alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one.